Welcome to the Amsterdam Arena in Holland, where Serra Ferrer's new look Barca face a rigid test against Italian giants Lazio, coached by Sven-Goran Eriksson. It's the Ajax Centenary Challenge Cup. Serra Ferrer today makes 5 changes from the side that started against Arsenal. Out go Overmars, Simão, Frank de Boer, Guardiola and Abelardo. In comes Zenden, Ronald de Boer, Emmanuel Petit, Xavi and Michael Reisiger. A quick rundown of the two sides. For Barca, Dutroux in goal, Sergi, Petit and Reisiger in defence, Xavi and Cocu at the base of the midfield, with Zenden, Gerrard and Ronald de Boer just in front of them, and Kluivert and Danny in attack. For Lazio, Angelo Peruzzi in goal, Gottardi the captain at right back, Colonnesi, Mihajlovic and Pancro joining him in defence, Lombardo, Stankovic, De La Peña and Baronio in midfield, and Salas and Ravanelli up front. So we've kicked off here in the Amsterdam Arena. The referee is Mario van der Ende. There's about 35,000 fans in here to see this pre-season match. Gottardi to Lombardo. Back to Gottardi. Colonnesi. Loose pass there. Finds Ronald de Boer of Barca. Here's Sergi. Looking for Zenden. Back to Sergi. Now Xavi. Petit playing in the libero role for Barca. Normally played in midfield for Arsenal during his time there. Nice little flick by Lombardo. Colonnesi punts it forward. Now here's Sergi. Looking for the run of Zenden. And Gottardi shepherds the ball back to Peruzzi. Well, this pre-season has been a discreet one so far for Lazio. They've drawn 0-0 with Ajax and Bayer Leverkusen, and they lost 2-1 to Eintracht Frankfurt. So they did beat Schwarzach 15-1. Zenden for Barca. Crosses it into Kluivert. I think it was Mihajlovic who got in the way. Lombardo lets it run from Mihajlovic. Baronio. And Stankovic loses out. Kluivert trying to play in Danny there. Unsuccessfully. De La Peña. Baronio back to Mihajlovic. Gottardi. Good ball into De La Peña, who tries to play in Salas. And Xavi was well positioned. Lazio last season, of course, achieved a rare league and cup double. By far their most successful season, probably since the 1960s. There's Frank de Boer on the bench. Kluivert to Zenden. Zenden's got a bit of space here on the left. Plays it into Kluivert. And just wide of the post. Fantastic ball in by the left winger Zenden. Finding his compatriot Kluivert. That could have been an early goal for Barca. Peruzzi with the clearance. Sergi. Here was that chance again. Just got the faintest of flicks on it. Did Patrick Kluivert. So, Mihajlovic standing over the ball. We know how dangerous he can be in this kind of territory. And he curls one into the far post. And Petit got his head to it. And now Cocu on the heels of Lombardo. Corner kick to Lazio. Mihajlovic comes across to take it. Does have a cultured left foot, Mihajlovic. And once again, it's Petit who gets it clear. Here's Zenden. Sergi. Now De Boer. Good ball out wide to Zenden, who's got oodles of space. Now Kluivert. And away by Stankovic. Sergi to Xavi. Good interception by Pancaro. Ravanelli leaves it to Pancaro. Here's Della Pena. Finding Stankovic, who tries to go it alone. De Boer. Well, Zenden has appeared constantly throughout this. Oh, and that's not a bad shot there from the Dutchman. He is getting a lot of the ball, and Gottardi's really standing off him. He looks their most likely source of a goal so far in this opening period. Della Pena, delightful through pass, but Salas had strayed offside. This is Ivan Della Pena's first game against the club where he made his name between 1995 and 1998. Injuries have hampered him since switching to Italian football. De Boer nutmegged Della Pena there. Xavi. There is some talk, of course, of Della Pena returning to Barca. Barca are also keen on signing a right-sided midfielder. A few names have cropped up, including David Beckham of Manchester United, Finidi George of Real Betis, and Echeverria of Bilbao. Dutrell out to Sergi. Cocu sprays it beautifully out wide to De Boer, who takes it on the chest, looks for support with Cocu. Back to Sergi. Switches play to Reisiger. Now Xavi, the organiser in midfield for Barca. Or as Eric Cantona called it, the water carrier. Lombardo. Baronio. De La Peña just got crowded out there. Well, it's a lively enough beginning to this game. Here's Zenden. Both teams looking to get forward, especially Barca. Mihajlovic. Petit intercepts and plays it through for Kluivert, but Peruzzi was quickly out of his goal. Peruzzi, considered one of the finest keepers in the world game at the moment. Ex-Inter and Juventus. Got bags of experience. Xavi finds De Boer. They're playing with a lot of width, Barca. They've got 5 across the midfield, so it's a bit crowded in there. Sergi. De La Peña. Looking long for Salas. And Dutrell came way out of his goal. Reisiger. De Boer. Some space to exploit down the right flank. And Danny let it run through his legs, anticipating the run of Kluivert, which never came. Petit on for Kluivert. Colonnesi gets there first. There's a muted atmosphere here in Amsterdam, which is normal considering it's 2 foreign teams that don't have a great deal of local support. Although Barca they are popular in Holland. There's always been a strong Dutch connection. Well, Philippe Cocu's taken a knock there. That challenge with Stankovic. And for the moment, Barca will have to make do with 10 men. Mihajlovic. Baronio. Stankovic out to Gutardi. The captain plays it into the area. And Lombardo had strayed offside. Petit. Reisiger. Well, they haven't been able to play today, but during this summer, Lazio have improved their squad with Claudio Lopez from Valencia and Hernan Crespo from Parma. They've also bought Pesaresi from Sampdoria. And Kluivert. His shot was blocked. Lazio have also signed Crivari from Treviso. And De La Peña has come back from a season's loan at Olympique de Marseille. Colonnesi they bought from Inter, as was the case with Peruzzi. Meanwhile, yesterday, Lazio's Croatian striker Alan Boksic signed for Middlesbrough for a deal in the region of about €3.5 million. Pancaro. Petit. Koku. Reisiger. Neat turn there. Now Petit. Xavi. He loses out to Stankovic. Now, De La Peña can cause damage in these kind of situations. I spoke too soon. Gerrard out to Ronald de Boer. Crosses it to the edge, and the shot by Xavi just drifted wide. Marc Overmars, signed from Arsenal together with Emmanuel Petit. A few eyebrows were raised, as they are both approaching the twilight of their career, and Barca have paid in the region of 40 million for the pair of them. Mihajlovic, Ravanelli trying to turn. Reisiger. De Boer. Petit. Colonnesi. Stankovic, good turn. De La Peña. Baronio. Majestic pass out to Pancaro. Here's Pancaro again. Good movement from Lazio. And in the end, the interception by Sergi. Gerrard, Xavi, Kluivert, he can turn. He finds Zenden. Zenden drifts inside and switches play to De Boer, who's a bit slow on the uptake. And Pancaro got over to him. De Boer taking on Ravanelli. That's a good ball. And a shot by Danny was saved by Peruzzi. Good play by De Boer. Slotted the ball through to Danny, and the ex-Mallorca striker placed it straight against Peruzzi. Gotardi to Baronio. Neat turn by the new signing. Pancaro looking to play in Salas. Mihajlovic. Koku to Petit. Sergi. And the pass by Petit was misplaced. Here's Baronio. Salas. Back to Pancaro. Pancaro down the line for Ravanelli. Ravanelli looking to take on Reisiger. Turns back inside. And Lazio lose the ball. De Boer. Good touch on for Kluivert. And a save by Peruzzi, showing why he's a world-class keeper. Baronio. De La Peña tries to play in Salas. Here's the Chilean again. And that's a handball, I think, by Koku. And now this really is Sinisa Mihajlovic territory. He is the all-time leading scorer of free kicks in Serie A. So Duchuel will really have to be on his toes. Mihajlovic shapes up to hit it with his left foot. And that is an extraordinarily good free kick. Right in the top corner. And poor Duchuel didn't stand a chance. And look at that, just perfect height over the wall and dipped. Right into the corner. 1-0 to Lazio here in the Amsterdam Arena. Let's see how Barca respond. Zenden. Koku. Now Salas. De La Peña onto Salas. Good play by Salas. And the referee doesn't give the foul. It's play on. De Boer held back by Pancaro. Free kick to Barca. Xavi. Sergi. Combining with Zenden. Now with Kluivert. Gottardi. Inside to Colonnesi. Back to Peruzzi. This is an unfamiliar Lazio 11, this. Especially without Juan Sebastian Veron. Their midfield magician. De La Peña. Good ball into Lombardo, who couldn't keep it in. Zenden. Xavi. Sergi inside to Koku. Back to Sergi. It's for the run by Kluivert. Onto Danny. And Mihajlovic showed his studs. De La Peña Ravanelli. Now this could be dangerous. Here's Lombardo. And he wins the free kick. So Duchuel knows what this man can do. The scorer of the opening goal. This time he tries to lay it on Salas's head unsuccessfully. Colonnesi, Baronio, Pancaro, De La Peña. He fouls Xavi. Sergi to Reisiger. De Boer. Sergi. Zenden. Gerrard. Sergi. Now Koku. A little far for Reisiger, but he keeps it in play. Down the line for De Boer. 5 Dutch players on the field for Barca. Lombardo looking for the run of Salas. Xavi. Well, it's a bright, interesting game here in Amsterdam. Entertaining, enterprising, passing football. Hasn't been a glut of chances, but it's a good game nonetheless. Gerrard. Good play by Gerard Lopez. In the end, Kluivert just got crowded out. Ravanelli on for Salas. De La Peña. Back to Duchuel, who clears. Lombardo. Barca and Lazio have crossed swords on 2 occasions. In 1957, Barca won 2-1 in a friendly. And in 1975, they met in the UEFA Cup. And Barca hammered the Romans 4-0. Gerrard. Fouled by Baronio. Quickly taken by Xavi. De Boer. Finds Koku. Zenden. And Zenden took a knock there from Gattari. That's Mancini on the bench beside Swedish coach Sven-Göran Eriksson. Mancini, one of the great characters in Calcio. Played for Sampdoria and Lazio. Lombardo, of course, also played for Juventus. And Sampdoria. Good turn by De Boer. And he was fouled by Pancaro. Well, among the more exciting rumours in the press at the moment from a Barca perspective is the one concerning Roberto Baggio, who it's said might be about to join Barca. Although Udinese are also interested in the Internazionale striker. Throw into Barca, taken by De Boer. Cocu. Danny with the header on, straight to Peruzzi. And Petit has taken a knock in that challenge with Salas. Meanwhile, De Boer finding Danny. Free kick to Barca on the right-hand side of this Lazio box. So, Ronald De Boer will take the free kick. Referee, meanwhile, is unhappy with what's going on in the box. De Boer wasn't the best free kick. Boudewin Zenden. Now Sergi. Zenden. De Boer, rather. Reisiger. That's Petit. Gerrard. De Boer. He is an excellent technician, De Boer. Very good with the ball at close quarters when surrounded by defenders. Angelo Peruzzi with the free kick for Lazio. Headed on by Stankovic. Here he is again. De La Peña just failed to get there. And De Boer now plays it for Xavi. Down the line. Referee waves play on despite the challenge on Danny. And Mario van den Ende gives Lazio a free kick. That challenge by Danny. Hoisted up towards Ravanelli. Here's Salas. Oh, and that's a superb finish from the Chilean. And Duchuel beaten for the second time in this opening half. Sinisa played it onto the head of Ravanelli. And then Salas with that excellent finish on the volley. So Barca have some work to do. And here's Zenden. 2 goals down. Gottardi looking for the run of De La Peña. Picked out by Sergi. Now, what can Zenden do here? Keeps the ball in play. Plays it into Dani. And there's the reply from Barca. Well-constructed goal. And once again, it was the left flank where Barca looked dangerous. Zenden had all the time in the world to pick out Dani. And it was a good finish by the ex-Mallorca striker. De Boer seeking Kluivert. Here's Pancaro for Lazio. Keeps the ball in play. Ravanelli, and he asked too much of the left back there. Kluivert, clever ball to Xavi. Gerrard. Oh, and De Boer escapes that lunge by Ravanelli, and it's nearly turned into his own goal by Gottardi. Now De Boer with the throw. It's a long one, looking for Kluivert. And out for another Barca throw. Gerrard. Xavi. Poor ball by Reisiger. Lazio can counter-attack here. De La Peña didn't find Salas. Zenden. Gerrard. Xavi. Gerrard. Oh, and that really was a good move by Barca. And a good save by Peruzzi as well. Lovely 1-2 on the edge of the area between Xavi Hernandez and Gerard Lopez. So promising stuff from Barca at the end of this half. Reisiger keeps the ball in play and finds Xavi. Now Sergi. Xavi once again. Gerrard. Here's Zenden. De Boer rather. They've switched flanks. The through ball, and Dani was offside. Well, Kluivert and Zenden, as well as Dani, I think, were offside there. Peruzzi clears. Headed out by Petit. Here's Xavi. Sergi into Xavi. Zenden didn't get there. Ravanelli to Della Pena. Della Pena to Stankovic. And now through to Lombardo. Oh, and what a good goal. And they passed their way right through the heart of Barca's defence there. Marcelo Salas latching on to that pass across the box from Lombardo. Well, there are always rumours about Salas and whether or not he'll continue in this Lazio team. He's not the most popular player amongst the fans or indeed the press, but he's grabbed 2 goals here against Barca and helped them to a 3-1 lead. Koku. Della Pena. Ravanelli. Good flowing football from Lazio. Lombardo. Stankovic. Xavi. De Boer. And Danny caught there by Della Pena. Koku. Sergi. Xavi. Zenden. Kluivert adopting a wide position. Xavi, the chance to shoot. Oh, and what a cracker from Xavi. But I think, as this replay will show, it's actually gone just wide of the post and rebounded against the net, making it look like a goal. Yes, there we are. So, it really did look like a goal, that one, but Barca is still 3-1 down. Here's Petit. Reisiger. Danny. Koku. Zenden. Gerrard. De Boer. Tried to nutmeg Mihajlovic, who in turn looks for the run of Ravanelli. Dutrell. To Reisiger. And Kluivert and Mihajlovic clattered into each other. And the ball ends up with Peruzzi. Lombardo. Looking for Salas. Sergi heads it back to Dutrell. Here is Sergi again. There's Koku. Gerrard combining with Zenden. And he could get a shot away here. In the end, it was easy for Peruzzi. Lombardo. De La Peña. Poor ball by Stankovic. Releases Barca on the counter-attack. Sergi. And there's the half-time whistle. And Barca are 3-1 down to Lazio. We'll be back in a moment. So we return to the Amsterdam Arena for this match between Lazio and Barca in the Ajax Centenary Challenge Cup. Kicking off from right to left are Barcelona, who have made a few changes. On comes Guardiola for Xavi in the midfield anchor role. That man there, Rivaldo, kicking off to Kluivert. Replaces Zenden. On two is Mark Overmars and Abelardo. Gattari for the Italian champions. Abelardo concedes an early free kick. I think Barca have adopted a 3-5-2 formation with Rivaldo playing at the apex of a midfield five. Interesting attempt there by Sinisa Mihajlovic. He must be feeling cocky after opening the scoring in the first half. Yes, and it seems that Cocu has gone off. And Emmanuel Petit for Barca. Sergi onto the through ball by Kluivert, but it was called back by the referee. There was an obstruction of some kind. Well, he did make contact with Lombardo. So a chance to see Rivaldo, possibly the world's greatest player, look a very different side when he's out there. It'll be interesting to see him in a more central role, as under Van Gaal, he played more out wide on the left, as that pass by Danny fails to find Kluivert. Now Stankovic, De La Peña, looking for, marvellous control by Salas. Ravanelli, they've got Lombardo on the far side of the area, completely free. Reisiger, Guardiola, De Boer, so headed out for a corner kick to Barca. Can Pep Guardiola help them grab a goal back? And it was handball on the far post by Gerrard. Peruzzi, Ravanelli, straight to Guardiola. Flicked on by Kluivert. Guardiola. Sergi. Gerrard. Overmars. Poor ball by the Dutchman. Lazio set off on a break. Baronio combining with Salas and Ravanelli. There's Nwankwo Kanu of Arsenal, watching from the stand. Sergi to Guardiola, intercepted by De La Peña. Ravanelli. Really losing his footing there. Lombardo won't get to that pass. Sergi goes racing down the line. Gerrard. Rivaldo turns. De Boer. Combining with Kluivert. And Gottardi comes away with the ball for Lazio. Oh, and well played by De La Peña. Tackle by Reisiger though. Now Guardiola, the Barca captain. Overmars with a chance to run it. Lombardo plays it inside for Rivaldo. Back to Sergi. Guardiola, always patient with his play. Mihajlovic straight at Kluivert. Now Pankaro. Hoisted high and clear by the Serb. Ravanelli. Stankovic. Mihajlovic out wide to Lombardo. Sends the cross in, and Salas had straight offside. De Boer looking for Kluivert. And Colonnesi just got there first. Guardiola. Overmars sends it back into the area. The header on by Kluivert, or Rivaldo even, just wide of the post. Good crossing to the area there by Overmars. Salas felt he was fouled there. Referee waves play on. Guardiola. De Boer, and he won't get there. Pankaro. Salas to De La Peña. Through for Ravanelli. Sergi dusts up at the back. Guardiola, who's often been connected with various Italian clubs himself. De Boer. And Danny, can he keep it in play? Yes? No? Abelardo to Sergi. Lombardo for Lazio. Stankovic. Lombardo left it for Baronio, but here's Rivaldo now. Peruzzi, unsighted, managed to make the save. Overmars. And it was easy for Baronio. Guardiola. De Boer. Rivaldo. Gerrard. Guardiola. Took a vicious swerve on its way to Peruzzi's palms. Guardiola hoists the ball down the line. Guardiola with Salas on his heels. Reisiger to Kluivert. Guardiola. Patrick Kluivert with support from Gerrard, who in turn finds Overmars. They had a lot of joy down this left flank in the first half. See what Overmars can produce in place of Zenden. Gerrard to Kluivert. Lazio win the ball back with Ravanelli. Guardiola. And Overmars loses the ball. Stankovic. Della Pena. And that'll be a free kick to Lazio. And forward comes that man, Sinisa Mihajlovic, once again. Well, it looked like a case of poor control by Della Pena. But out came the leg of Abelardo. So 4 Lazio men standing over the ball. Baronio goes into the wall. Mihajlovic. Oh, and just wide. Seems to be enjoying himself. Well, it may even have glanced off the post there. The shot from Mihajlovic. Sergi. He's joined by Guardiola. Now Rivaldo. Abelardo to De Boer. Kluivert goes around 2 men, then catches Colonnesi, but wins the throw. De Boer, Kluivert. Ravanelli seems to be playing further back for... Oh, and good chance for Overmars there at the far post. His volley goes just wide. I was just saying that Ravanelli seems to be playing a very deep role this half. Only Salas appears to be up front most of the time. Here is Ravanelli. Now Salas. Sergi. And Rivaldo has De Boer on his outside. De Boer has a bit of space. Overmars. Plays it to Danny. Reisiger. Kluivert. Rivaldo rather. Now Overmars, patient play from Barca, even though they're 2 goals down. Gerrard rather, to Guardiola. And Stankovic comes away with the ball. Now here's De La Peña. Doesn't look on top form, De La Peña, at the moment. Has had a lot of injuries over the past 3 or so years. Guardiola. De Boer. Gets the cross in. Good reaction by Peruzzi. Overmars. Picks out Rivaldo. And Mihajlovic comes away with the ball and fires. It's Salas, who couldn't keep it in. Reisiger. Kluivert. Guardiola. Referee waves play on. Cut back. And Rivaldo just didn't control it right. Oh, and that's a beauty. Gerard Lopez. And Barca are back in this game after Gerard Lopez curls in an absolute beauty in the top corner. It may even have caught Colonnese's hand on the way into the net, giving it extra curve around Peruzzi. Lazio straight back on the attack with Lombardo. Picks out Ravanelli. De La Peña. Gerrard racing up the field. And Rivaldo with a chance for the equaliser. Goes for the lob. A very deft lob it was too. Pancaro. Ravanelli. He's got Lombardo on his outside. And De La Peña on his inside. De La Peña for Lombardo. And Reisiger with the header. Now Guardiola. De Boer. It's all Barca at the moment. Well, suddenly Barcelona are right back in this game, and they've got a corner kick and they're only 1 goal down. Rivaldo keeps it in play. Overmars. He finds De Boer. Kluivert. Straight to Peruzzi. There's Van Gaal, Barca's previous manager. And there's Barca's current manager, Serra Ferrer. Dutrell stooped well to collect that free kick into the area. And there's a lot of options for Overmars. Could this be the equaliser? Hooked away by Baronio. Salas. Lombardo. Oh, and Lombardo just let the ball trickle away from him there. Looks tired. De Boer. Danny. Rivaldo. Gerrard. Danny. Overmars. Quality shot from Overmars. Skipped along the turf towards the far corner. And Peruzzi once again showing why he's one of the best keepers around. De La Peña. Overmars. Guardiola to Reisiger. Now Frank de Boer, Ronald de Boer rather, on the wing. Finds Kluivert. Onto Rivaldo. Back to Kluivert. He takes the tumble. Referee waves play on. Ravanelli tussling with Reisiger. Abelardo to Gerrard. Barca still searching for this elusive equaliser. Guardiola. Rivaldo to De Boer. Using the width of the pitch a great deal, Barca. And De Boer beats his man. Pulls it back. And it was not a good pass when he had Rivaldo just inside him. Overmars. Gets the cross in. Now Guardiola. And now this is definitely opportunity for Rivaldo to strike the ball with his left foot. There's the shot by Rivaldo, and it's deflected for a corner kick. Guardiola. And there's Danny on the far post. Played back in. Oh, and just wide from Abelardo, I think. So the score remains 3-2 to Lazio. Going into the last period of this game. Sergi. Guardiola. Stankovic. Lombardo. Gottardi. Salas. And this could be a chance for Stankovic. He's clean through. And he goes for the lob. What a delightful lob that was. And it came off the bar. And let's see what the referee does with this. There's been a confrontation as we watch that really exquisite lob by Dejan Stankovic. Well, the referee doesn't seem to have taken any action. I think it was Mihajlovic. Not sure who the Barca player was. Gottardi. Guardiola back to Sergi. Rivaldo. Oh, great play by Rivaldo. And he catches Peruzzi off guard. Bit of a soft goal in the end. But the approach play was lovely. And Peruzzi really got that all wrong, didn't he? Little nutmeg played by Rivaldo on Baronio there. Well, that's 4 goals we've seen of real class. The other 2 weren't bad either. And it's Lazio 3, Barca 3 here in the Amsterdam Arena. There's David Seaman, England's #1 goalkeeper. On the sideline, Arsenal, of course, playing Ajax in the next game here in the stadium. Danny. Overmars. Gerrard. Looks like we're heading for a draw. Unless there's a dramatic end to this game. Been a very entertaining game, that's for sure. Rivaldo tugged down. So this will be a chance for Barca to make it 4-3. Angelo Peruzzi tries to get his wall right. Will it be Guardiola or Rivaldo? Looks like Rivaldo. No, well, it was Guardiola in the end, and I think it came back off Baronio in the Lazio wall. Guardiola. Reisiger. Abelardo. Guardiola. Salas. Lazio lining up Luciano and Berrettoni. Off goes De La Peña. It's had a quiet game. That's Luciano, the number 13. And off goes Fabrizio Ravanelli, replaced by Berrettoni, number 16. Reisiger. Gerrard, scorer of the second goal for Barca. To Reisiger again. Down the line for De Boer. Guardiola. Rivaldo, scorer of the last goal, Barca's third. Good play by Gerrard. He gets a free kick. Taken short to Rivaldo. Abelardo plays it to Reisiger. Reisiger looks for the run of De Boer. And Pancaro heads back to Peruzzi. Gottardi. Lombardo chasing Sergi. And Lazio get the throw. That's Santarelli warming up for Lazio. Barca might be about to make a change of their own too with Sabrosa Simao. And here goes Overmars. Too close to Peruzzi. Sergi. Gerrard. Guardiola. Abelardo. Sergi. Gerrard. Barca happy to play keep ball this stage in the game. Overmars. Now Danny. Overmars. Guardiola shepherding the ball away from the substitute Berrettoni. Kluivert. Nice combination with De Boer. Guardiola. Oh, and Kluivert's through. Colonnesi managed to stop him in his tracks. So it's Pancaro who goes off for Santarelli. And on comes Simao. Another new signing for Barca. Brought in to replace Luis Figo. Read an article in the newspaper the other day that a shop in Barcelona is offering to remove Figo's name from fans' shirts free of charge. Now he's gone to Real Madrid. He's left quite a lot of disgruntled fans back in Barcelona. There's Luis Enrique, who actually came the opposite way. He started off at Real Madrid and moved to Barca. Curled into the area. Overmars. Closely marshalled by Colonnesi. Sergi. Overmars running at Lombardo, who does well to stop him in his tracks. Abelardo. Sergi. Lazio not getting a look in terms of possession here in the latter part of this second half. Going into the last couple of minutes, it's still Barca 3, Lazio 3. Goals by Mihajlovic, Salas, and Salas again for Lazio, while scoring for Barca. First it was Danny, then it was Gerrard, and then Rivaldo scored the last one. It's been an entertaining game. Played in by Mihajlovic. And a late chance there for Lazio to come away with the victory. Overmars. And he gets the cross in. And there was a mix-up between Peruzzi and Mihajlovic. Stankovic, who came very close to giving Lazio a 4-3 lead. Well, it would have been a 4-2 lead at that point. It was before Rivaldo's goal. Reisiger. Well, there's the full-time whistle, and it's been an entertaining 3-3 draw here in the arena of Amsterdam between Lazio and Barca.